Hello there, Cancer, and welcome to your October 2022 reading. Thanks for stopping by today and spending some time here with me. Before you go, click on that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get started. Spirit, tell me about Cancer in October of 2022. All right, we have under consciousness, dark thoughts. Okay, Cancer, it's okay. I think your dark thoughts are running away with you. There's this little storm up here that's brewing, and I feel like you're the one creating more problems than what are really there. There's something about the way you're thinking that's turning this into something that's not necessarily as negative as you think. Let's draw some more. And under events, we have deception. Okay. So someone deceives you, and it triggers a reaction. It kicks you into adrenaline, fight or flight mode, and it's amplifying the dark thoughts about this deception. Now, I want to say that while deception always hurts, I don't want to diminish or dismiss your feelings, and Spirit doesn't want to either, but Spirit wants you to see that get a bigger, wider perspective. It's not personal. And whether this is in the workplace, your family, your significant other, social group, some kind of deception happened and it's not personal. So let yourself calm down and reevaluate the situation. But let's get some more information. Spirit, tell me more about Cancer in October, please. What else does Cancer need to know about what's happening in October, Spirit? Moon in Aquarius, free spirit. Your inner wild child awakens. Okay. This inner wild child is what's taking you over the edge, overreacting. And it's not a judgment, but I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but Spirit is telling me there is an overreaction here to whatever deception has happened. And your inner wild child is your inner child is triggered and going bonkers, like bouncing off the walls, right? Like kids do, like they just, like a child that just got a whole bunch of sugar, right? And it's full of energy and bouncing all over the place. That's what's happening inside in your head, and it doesn't have to be this way. If you can take a moment, breathe, and like I said, seek a higher perspective, seek a different way of looking at the situation at all possible. It might be that you're too upset that you can do that right now, like when you hear this or when it happens in October. It's going to, make you go a little bit crazy. But when you can calm down a little bit and look at it and reevaluate, I think you'll have a better understanding and more balanced point of view. Next, we have Sun in Cancer, home. Focus on your home and love. Okay. So this is Spirit saying, if you can focus on love instead of fear, and home, of course, is a deep love of yours, right? Cancer, in your shell, in your home, where you're safe. Focus on that comfort, that sense of safety, security, that kind of thing. And remember, you have that. No matter what happens externally, you always have your internal world to fall back to. You always have that shell. And that can keep you safe and happy and warm until you're ready to face the world again. And that might be what you just need to do. Maybe you're aware of, you have a tendency, maybe you do have a tendency of overreacting to situations. This is something that you can do for yourself to help you and help others as well, by showing that you are going to take responsibility for your own reactions. Finally, we have Moon in Leo, heroism. Let your inner hero out. Okay. So as you go within and look at different perspectives and look at the situation again from a higher perspective, you can be the bigger person. You can have that hero aspect of you lead and help you through any other emotions or any other part of the situation that's difficult to deal with. You can be the person with the higher standing, you know, the one who is acting out of love and appreciation versus fear and anger. Besides, I think with this, letting your inner hero out, the people that deceived you or put on the deception can look up to you and be like, oh, right? It makes them reevaluate how they perceive you, whether it's the people who do the deception or the people around that are affected by it too, because it does feel kind of like workplace maybe, or social group. It's more than just like you and somebody else. There's a deception that affects a lot of people. You're just the main person involved somehow, some way. Okay. Let's get some more information. Tell me more, Spirit, about Cancer. Oh, that didn't work. In October, please. What else is there to know for Cancer, Spirit? Okay, well, that one fell. What else does Cancer need to know, Spirit? There's another one. Okay, the first one that fell is Two of Swords. Okay. As you can see, this person has a blindfold, and there's also a reflection. Oh no, this person doesn't have a blindfold. I'm sorry. In traditional tarot, the Two of Swords, the person is blindfolded. Here, her eyes are closed. And this typically, when I see the swords here like this, it's like a defensive stance. And the blindfold is, to me, to represent like justice, right? Justice is blind. And in your mind, your justice is blind. When actually, you're not seeing the full picture. Like I said before, there's a higher perspective. There's some kind of way of looking at this that you're not able to see, especially in the moment when you first find out about this deception, and it strikes you in a way that, well, it's hurtful, but it feels personal, and it's not. So this card is, you can choose to stay the way you are and how you feel about it, or you can choose to let the inner hero out, right? Go within and try to look at this from a place of love and appreciation and respect. Even though, yes, you got your feelings, or even though there's a deception going on, but to give you the higher ground, to give you that, help bring out that hero. And I feel like you can resolve any conflict, or you can make this turn around, this whole situation turn around and come out to be a positive ending. Next, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so your reaction is because it feels like you're getting stabbed in the back. I can see this card sometimes as being kind of a minor death type of card, where one part of you has to die away, and makes room for a new one, new part. And this person, like, the heart is bleeding. So it's definitely heartfelt. And this reading isn't about trying to make you feel bad or dismissed or diminished for your reactions and your emotions. This is just about tempering them a little bit. It's about perspective, and learning how to deal with things like this in a more mature, experienced way, instead of letting that inner wild child have control of everything. Next, we have the Ten of Cups. See, I want to say that you can have, with finding that inner hero and letting it out and sorting through the whole mess, this brings you emotional fulfillment like you never thought before. Because I feel like maybe in the past when you've dealt with situations like this and you've gone a little overboard with emotional display, being more of a child, dealing with things immaturely, it never goes your way. I think you have a concept or an understanding that it kind of makes things worse. You may not know why, but by looking at the situation differently, finding the inner hero, letting it out, and taking the higher stance, it's going to give you a sense of emotional fulfillment you didn't know that you could get from a situation like this. You didn't know that you can have enough emotional control to be seen differently by others, to be respected by others for your more level-headedness than your emotional outbursts. I hope that makes sense to you. Finally, we have the Two of Pentacles, learning to balance it all. Yes. So you have Two of Swords, you have two twos, and you have two tens. Interesting. Tens typically represent the end of a phase. So like I said, this could be something that helps you mature, and so you don't react as the child as much and act more in your adult self to handle situations in the future. And I think this will help you learn how to balance all of that, responsibilities versus play, right? Being an adult versus childlike. Balancing masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, positive, light, yin, yang, that kind of thing. And you can choose, and you know, twos are also about choices. You can choose to do this, or you can choose to stay the way you are. That's up to you. But Spirit says this is definitely a chance to move forward and mature a little bit. All right. Let's get one final message, please, Spirit, for Cancer in October. One last piece of advice for Cancer, please. Okay, we have Spiny Sister. Take pride in yourself. Yeah. Take pride in yourself, especially when you find that hero, that inner hero, and letting it out. That is where your emotional fulfillment is going to be. That's the whole goal of this. It's not to make you feel bad, not to make you feel immature, like you can't handle things. I'm not trying to diminish your feelings or anything like that. No, take pride in what you've done and the choices you made and bringing that hair out and being the bigger person, okay? That's what Spirit wants to encourage. All right, Cancer, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.